Right, well, we're going down there. So... Are you getting dinged by a fucking Shelly? Get the fuck out of here. I don't think I have enough coal for this operation. Good thing coal is an abundant resource in this Minecraft realm. Now, I need to not get lost. I need to not die. And I need to be able to get back to the crib at the end of this episode. But I really just want to... I don't know what that was, but it was kind of spooky. I just want to see what this is, because this looks just insane. Why are there a bunch of fish? What is going on? Did I just pick up a dead Nemo? I did. Why are there just so many fish? What is going on? This is radical. See, some of the changes they made to this game just continue to blow me away. Like they did caves just a justice by doing stuff like this. This is just nuts. Absolutely beautiful. I'm unable to place a torch there for whatever reason. My inventory is almost entirely full again. Cool. What is that? Blueberries. Can I plant blueberries? I fucking can. Bring a couple of those with me. Can I just plant them on anything, or does it have to be... Oh yeah, I can just plant them on anything. Cool. I'm gonna start growing us some blueberries back at the crib. Oh my god. Got a flopping fish. It's just a straight up hole. I need these. We don't need to be carrying around a tropical fish. Ow. There's some hapless little poopy over there. We're going after it. Yep, perfect. Exactly how I wanted to do that. So I'm playing on a whole magic mouse with no scroll wheel. But every time I like move my finger up and down, it scrolls. So like, I can scroll super fast. But it also doesn't necessarily know when I'm supposed to be scrolling, and compared to like just like right clicking or left clicking something, my sword's gonna break. There's a lot of zombies. This is like a sort of bad situation. It's okay. We prevailed. We fought our way out of that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, well, I'm just gonna let them two, like, duke it out. Uh-oh. Ooh, bob and weave. I just ate that. And that. Okay. I need to, like, remind myself to not die. Now that I've said that out loud, I can almost guarantee I'm gonna die. I'm gonna lose those diamonds that I just seen. I'm gonna lose all this iron and all my leather. It's gonna be a tremendously horrendous event to go through, and I'm not gonna be able to make it back here before my stuff despawns. But I am greedy, and I must grab the diamonds. Yes, sir! Oh, damn, inventory is full. What can I get rid of? That. Bones? I don't need bones. I don't need that either. I do need that. I don't need that or that. Or a shitty bow. Okay, well. Cool, I'm actually kind of glad this ends down here where it does end. So, was that all the shit I just threw out? That is all just the shit I just threw out. I gotta get back. I do want to do some like redstone stuff, like some automatic tomfoolery. I'm not good at redstone. That's not good. But I am good at going on YouTube and finding people who are good at redstone and building exactly what they build. So I count that as being alright at redstone. Can I come up with my own inventions? Absolutely the fuck not. Who the fuck you think I am, Mumbo Jumbo? That's his name, right? Mumbo Jumbo? I thought it was. Maybe it's just Mumbo. Who do you think I am, Etho? Yeah, no. Calcium 77? Fuck no. I am Nick. All of that. Just one. Always dig around a little bit. That's a lesson I learned a long, long time ago. Hear the squishy feet of a decomposing corpse. Oh, look at that. Man, it was a friggin' good call to come down into this cave now, wasn't it? I gotta not get greedy though. I gotta know when to leave. Otherwise, I'm gonna end up friggin' dying and losing all of this stuff that I'm just seeing a big ass opening, and I'm like, oh, here we go. I gotta say, I love the new caves. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Is there anything valuable down there, just like at a glance? Yes. There are diamonds right there. You do have a water bucket. That was almost bad. Okay, this is about to be a fight. Oh, okay. 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 We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Is it just me? Or did that creeper not even hiss? He just kind of blew up. Usually they do like a nice and then explode. They don't just kind of fall out of nowhere and blow up on your dome piece. That was... Okay, that skeleton's like spooking me. Okay. This is where things start to go bad. Back to the cave. Remember your super hostile training. See, he even hissed for the skeleton. And hissed for my dumbass though. Okay. There are a lot of mobs down there, but I want those diamonds right there. Dude. Okay. Bob and weave, bob and weave. Try to do as much as I can. Boarding the area off. Run away from the fucking explosive machine. Or better yet, actually let them explode on some gravel. Get some flint that I can't pick up because I got some bullshit in my inventory. Okay. Clear this way. a little bit. I hear a skeleton, I hear a zombie, I hear a lot of scary noises. Where did you come from? Oh my god. I heard this and thought it was a creeper and I was like, I'm toast. Yikes, man. Who's doing the shooting? Who's doing the damn shooting? Fuck. Oh, there you are. Jesus Christ. Aimbot. There are a lot of mobs here, and I can almost guarantee there's more diamonds. Okay. Where they at? Grab the diamonds. It must just be one. Okay, it's at least two. Three. Diamonds. There, okay. Another vein of 8. Kinda cool. You keep your head on a constant swivel down in these caves. You're gonna get binged. And quick, mine quick. Mine quick. Pause. Reorient. Mine. Mine, pause, reorient. Good. Okay, sick. Do we get greedy? Do we keep pushing? Almost out of torches. There's a mine shaft. There was another mine shaft I found somewhere. Something was. Do I remember where? Not off the top of my dome piece. Are there any more surface visible diamonds? I'm not seeing any. I think it's time to get the fuck out of here. Okay, I'm sick. Pick up the water. We can grab the gold, I guess. I gotta get the fuck out of here. Like, all the way out of here. Like, let's get back to our mountain. I will call this a successful saving run. What I was saying is, I really like how they redid the caves so much so that there's almost zero need for strip mining anymore. I guess technically there really wasn't a need for strip mining back in the day, but if you wanted to get any sizable quantity of diamonds, like if you wanted to get 23 diamonds in one sitting, you'd pretty much have to go strip mining. The caving was just so... The caves weren't like interconnected that well, so you couldn't just keep caving. Even if you were caving, there would be some point along the time where you have to like dig into another cave. But now it's just, you get these massive just labyrinths of caves, and it's actually probably one of the best changes they've made to this game since they... I don't know, I haven't even done that side of it. And you know what? That side might go down. That might be the little gap I was seeing. Or that might go down to the cabin I was just in. Which, this whole thing is the cabin I was just in. They picked it up. But like that big open area. It was all kind of picking over and shut up. You know, at the bottom where all the diamonds were. Yeah, that one. Of course it would be nighttime. I ain't about to go running all the way back home at nighttime. That is how I lose my inventory worth of goodies. I know that because I've done that before and lost my inventory full of goodies many times. And then I get so mad and butthurt, I'd fucking go cry about it. Like, wow, I lost my diamonds. Oh my god, it's the end of the world. I'd like slam my hand on the desk and break my keyboard, you know. I had a lot of anger issues growing up. I had a lot of just emotional issues, I would say, growing up. Okay. Yeah, pretty sure we could go that way. I never really had the wherewithal to, like, communicate my emotions because it was never really a thing in my household growing up. Because we never really talked about our feelings. Holy nuts! Okay. Yeah, we just kind of bottled them up and exploded on each other, essentially. Yeah, it wasn't the best. I can say that much. It was a little bit um what's the word I'm looking for? It was a little bit like keep you on edge. Like you always kind of walk on eggshells, you know. But I'll tell you what, man, I'd let out some of my frustration on my keyboard, my desk. I pound the table, pound the keyboard, I'd die, lose my diamonds, freak out, get all flustered and like what a time to be alive. Who knew that building up all your anger and not ever letting it out? Well, I, who knew doing that would end up you letting it out in ways you don't necessarily want to let it out in, like almost breaking your hand on your desk or something like that. Oh, and don't get me started on. I play like Hypixel Walls was a great one. I even went and bought a like membership tier. It was I don't know like or VIP or something like that for Hypixel's website. And man, I'd play Hunger Games, I'd play Walls, and I had this group of friends. We'd play a whole bunch of games together. League of Legends, you know, Fortnite, Minecraft, stuff like that. And I don't know. I'm like, I can see myself going into a conversation like, well, the immediate thought is, oh, I don't want any of them to like ever come across what I'm about to say because then they'll get upset and literally fuck off. The fact of the matter is, as I saw the staircase. The fact of the matter is that group was actually like hindsight's 2020. There were some great things about it, but there was this underlying like depressive mentality. It's like we do things or something would happen and it's like, oh, I'm just gonna fucking kill myself. Apparently, I don't know if you know this, but saying that to yourself over and over again will actually make you like believe it and like want to do it. What a concept, right? And put all my inventory away. And I'm convinced now, you know, hindsight being 2020, that's why I ended up having such a difficult time dealing with depression. We wouldn't, I mean, we would say it, but it would be like we're joking about it. But even just joking about it, you're still saying it, and your mind doesn't know the fucking difference. And it causes just, it causes your subconscious to start believing those things, whether you want to or not. Like what you say and what you speak is what you become. What you believe about yourself is like what you are. And if you're believing that you want to kill yourself, then you're going to find every reason to actually want to kill yourself. Which is just dark when you really like take a second to consider that. At the time, I didn't know any better though, right? Because at the time, it was like, oh, I gotta say those things too, because if I don't say those things, then I'm not fitting in. If I'm not fitting in, then I'm, like, I'm not part of the group. Wah, 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 type shit. And pretty much all of that friend group had that same mentality. So we just fed off of each other, and it was just so negative. I'm definitely convinced that's why I ended up with a lot of the depression that I had to end up dealing with. Oh, fuck. If you don't know any better, you're just gonna replicate your environment. You kind of have to replicate your environment until you can start to see that you are your environment. And once you start to kind of see that you are your environment, then and only then can you start to change yourself. I'm sure she didn't realize that until like this year. Fully realize it. And I wouldn't say I've fully realized it either. I don't think there is ever going to be a point when I fully realize that I am my environment. At least I hope there will never be that point. And I mean, suppose that I can't say I was, innocent in the situation. I definitely played into it, and I definitely, like, made the situation worse for the others involved. But we all kind of just fed off each other. We were all doing that. And we were all bringing each other down. And I really started to think about this, like, there was no real point, so far as I can remember, being a part of that group where we ever really like built each other up. We ever like validated each other and like told each other, hey, yeah, we're doing good shit. Like, I mean, occasionally if we won a game of League of Legends, we'd get all super happy, and then we'd get right into the next game and someone would die right off the bat and be like, oh fuck, you fucked it up, man, you ruined it. Not people to them. Like, we never really said anything like that to each other. We never tore each other down, but we tore ourselves down in the presence of everyone else. So we all just started like mirroring that energy. We all started tearing ourselves down in the presence of everyone else. And that's really, it wasn't healthy. Looking back at it, it wasn't healthy in the slightest. But hindsight is always 2020. We always know better than we did. And now I'm on the other side of this, and I'm realizing like it feels substantially better to like not only build yourself up, but build other people up too. Like when somebody does something good, like let them know they did something good. That's not to say if they do something stupid, don't tell them they're doing something stupid. In fact, it's quite the opposite of that. When you reprimand each other essentially, and you hold each other accountable to like a higher standard, you're building them up because you set a standard. Now, if they meet that standard, you tell them, "Hey, you're fucking doing good. You're crushing it. You're meeting the standard," or even in some cases exceeding the standard. The problem was with that group is we never did any of that. We never built each other up. It was always kind of like a who has it worse situation when we all had it pretty good. So we were in such a great place. Like looking back on it, like we didn't have any real responsibilities. We could play video games all night. You know, we could hang out on the weekends. We weren't like fighting to be alive. But yet here we are trying to be worse than the other person, not like worse off, essentially. It's like, oh, I'm so depressed. I just wanna kill myself. Yeah, you want to kill yourself, man. I really want to kill myself. You really want to kill? Well, I really want to kill myself. Well, you guys really want to kill yourselves? Well, I'm going to kill myself. Oh, you're going to kill yourself? Oh, I just tried to overdose. You know, it was this perpetual spiral towards like a dick measuring contest for who got it worse, even though we all had it fucking great. But granted, towards the end, and a lot of things I didn't even like truly realize were going on. There was some fuck shit happening that I didn't find out till later on. It was like at some point I don't know, from my perspective, I was kind of like ostracized. I was kind of like, I won't say cut out of the group, but I was just like left behind. At least that's how I feel. That's my perspective, and I'm sure they have valid reasons and valid justifications for why they did such things. I can think of a couple off the top of my head of why I was cut out. I wasn't doing potentially the best things to be doing, not necessarily with them directly. In a couple cases, maybe, yeah, maybe with them directly. But it was the path I was going down was kind of like a little bit stupid, a little bit very stupid in a lot of ways. But at the same time, there was some stuff going on that was intentionally being kept from me. And one situation I can directly think about is an event happened, and I filled someone in on the event that had happened that was intentionally left out of the loop. And, well, I got out for that. Which, I was like, what the fuck? I'm telling you, you've been wronged, and now you're attacking me? And it was sort of from that point where I was like, okay. I would say I sort of started distancing myself from that group and finding different people to be around. This is the Feather Factory now. Yeah, that's just my perspective, and my perspective is always going to favor my own self. But I can still acknowledge that I wasn't building them up, I wasn't helping them. I wasn't doing the things I should have been doing. I didn't talk to people I should have talked to. I shouldn't have. There were situations that happened where I definitely should have spoke up and said something. But I was so afraid of being ostracized. At the time, they were my only set of friends. And I'm like, protect what I know. Keep the friends safe. Protect the friend group. Which meant essentially allowing wrongs to take place. And those wrongs that took place were just vile, as far as I'm aware. Even the slightest interpretation of what had happened was just fucked up. It was severely fucked up, and there's certainly a part of myself that I shame because I didn't do anything. I didn't speak up because I couldn't fix the problem. Now, because of that, one of those friends' lives is forever altered. They are on a path that I can see now is directly connected to what happened. But I don't think there's a way I can right the wrongs. I can't undo what was done to them. As much as I wish I could. As much as I wish I could fix them and help them. I don't think I can. And so I carry around this guilt about the situation. And it hurts. It definitely hurts. Knowing that I didn't cause it, but I didn't stop it from happening. But all it would have taken is just one little meeting with someone in a position of authority. A couple words, and perhaps a few lost friends. The people that do the things that they did really don't deserve friends, or at least my friendship. So if anyone from that group is watching, by some stretch of the imagination, by some algorithmic magic, because ultimately our accounts are still tied together on some database level. I don't want to say I know what happened, but I can imagine some things. The things I imagine are, I don't know. I just hope we all take a nice long look at ourselves and really contemplate and I know that what has been done cannot be undone. But we can make damn sure it doesn't happen again. That's all we got for this one. If you enjoyed, hit the like button, subscribe for more, leave a comment. Do you guys have any favorite foods? Put your favorite food in the comment section. Let me know you made it all the way to the end. I'll see you soon.